Hey, welcome back to Iowa Hawkeyes Dynasty Week 4 up against Rutgers this week after a tough loss to ASU in Week 3. Go ahead and take a look. Upgrading coaching skills here. No, wrong one. There we go. Recruiter. I think we're still going to stick to trying to get a QB here. And speaking of that, we'll jump in and see what our recruiting is looking like. So we are top 5, got a decent lead here still. We are falling out of favor on some of these quarterbacks. Still behind Iowa State here, that's not good. Do have 25 hours to spend. 3-star tight end. Been locked out on these QBs. Looks like we might get David Kurtz here. Let's add, what did I say, 25 points. Let's add it here, try to get a solid free safety. Let's see if maybe we have a prospect that's interested in us. What do we got here? A 4-star linebacker. We are in their top 8. So we'll go ahead and send them a scholarship. And search social media for them. Alright, that's all of our points. Recruiting wise, we got to get our coach up in the recruiting. That was probably a waste of time. Arkansas is going to get them, but still hanging in there on most of these guys. Need somebody to commit so we can get these points back. Get these guys out of here. They're definitely not coming. Alright. Well, all that leaves is our game. Rutgers 3-0 right now. We will be playing at Rutgers. Pretty even matchup, 81s overall. Let's see. There we go. Let's wear something cool. Alright. Tough week last week with the ASU game. Just couldn't get the offense going and really couldn't stop them. We got a night game here against Rutgers. Shea Stadium. Looking to hand them their first loss on the season. Alright, and we will be receiving the ball to start. Dahl will be taking this one back. Had a little space up the middle there, but to the 25. Yeah, not quite the stat we want to see from our quarterback. 4 picks, 1 passing touchdown. With that in mind, we will start here with the run. Moulton looking for a gap, not much there. That closed quick. See if we can air it out a little bit. Anderson open, coming across the middle with just couldn't break away. 3rd and 7. Starting to look a little bit like last week, just not moving the ball. There we go. Ostranga not going to get the first down though. 4th and 1. I think we're going for it here. Got to find some kind of offense. Oh, and we get dragged short. That's going to hurt. All right, time to play some defense. That was probably not the right call. I don't even know what I just called on defense. That was quick. All right. Run to the outside. Not much room there. 2nd and 8. Our problem is we turn this ball over. They're basically guaranteed a field goal unless we can get a turnover ourselves. Good defense knocking that pass down. 3rd and 8. Alright. I'm going to go man coverage here, I guess. Bring the safety down. And he steps out of bounds. 4th, and we got lucky there. He had a almost wide open route to the end zone, but Rutgers will have to settle for the field goal attempt. We cannot block it, so we are down 3-0 quick here. And can't seem to gain more than 2 yards at a time. Let that one bounce into the end zone. Take it at the 25 again. And see if we can find some kind of opening here. Do something that gains more than 2 yards. There we go, a little bit of a hole there to run through. 4-yard gain for Moulton. Let's see if we can get him on the slip screen here. Yeah, we're going to get a 1st down and some more. Seems about the only way to move the ball and not comfortable or confident in our quarterback taking anything more than 5 or 6 yards downfield. No, I didn't see him sitting there. Terrible pass. And we got an offensive lineman down. Alright, got to stop him again. Quick little dump off there for a 2-yard gain. Let you take a rest there. Send some pressure this time. It's a RPO that's going to work beautifully. Switch to the wrong guy there. But another first down for Rutgers. And I missed the tackle. Great. Rutgers has a player down on the play. 2nd and inches here. We're going to keep it on the ground, and I took a terrible angle, and we're down 10-0 already. Not looking good. We're not even out of the 1st quarter yet. Let that one drop again. Yeah, let's try getting crazy here. Jet touch pass, see if we can get around this corner and actually gain some yards. Oh, alright, 2 yards. Try the stretch run. There's room there. There we go. That's, well, a failed block, but a good pickup and a 1st down for us. All right. See if we can get Gill open over there. Or just take the wide open pass up the middle to Weegan and gain some big yards. All right, now we're moving the ball. Now just got to capitalize, score, and find a way to learn how to play defense at the same time. Anderson open over them. They are not guarding the middle. That might get us in. No, he's going to be knocked out at the 3. First and goal at the 3, though. Feel a lot better if we could punch this in and maybe get a stop. There's no room to move there. Gained 1 yard, but try a flip, see if we can get him to the outside. Oh yeah, wide open to the end zone, and that'll be an Iowa touchdown. Is that Washington Jr. scoring for us? Getting us on the board, and now only down 3. We'll see what Rutgers can do, actually having to go down the field. So I've given them the ball twice now with about or less than 50 yards to go to the end zone. That was a read option. I don't know if they had an option. That was a good time to dial up that blitz. We get for a loss of 2, 2nd and 12. And another read option for another loss, 5 yards that time. And we're going to see a 3rd and 17 coming up here. I'm going to guess they're passing. Oh, no, they're not. And that's going to be bad for us, but we're going to stop them. 4th and 3. Drive them to a punt and have a chance to tie it up or even take the lead here. See if we got room. A little bit of room to the outside here. Get it to the 48. So just what we needed, a good offensive drive and a quick stop. Got us moving. All right. I think we'll let that, yeah, that'll be the end of the first quarter. Feel like rushing up there. Well, our goal of getting a Stranga tight end of the year has not been going well. Good wide receiver comparison there. Both have been thrown to once. All right, so start the second quarter with a 2nd and 4. See if Weegan can get, break that. But only going to gain 1 yard on it. They got to that quick. All right. Open for the first down. Perfect. Starting to get into field goal range at the very least here. Try the run with Moulton, and he's got a wide open space. Spun the wrong way, but hey, that's a first down. Definitely in field goal range now. Just got to be smart and keep trying to march down and get that touchdown to take the lead. Obviously hoping today being week 1 of college football, Iowa kicks off here in a few hours, hoping their offense in real life does not mirror this. All right. Well, I wanted to throw that, but I had a defensive lineman block him. I mean, what happened here? That wasn't. Nope. This just, I mean, it was supposed to be a quick in. All right. Pass interference isn't real. Got rid of the ball. No harm, no foul, though. And we'll go ahead and just hit it this time, coming across the other way. 3rd and 5. Getting away from the run game a little bit more than I would like. But hey, we'll get Moulton the touchdown anyways. So Gronowski coming out a lot better than what his stats showed. He had 4 picks, 1 touchdown coming into this game. He's 12 for 14 with a touchdown, so improving. Obviously not our long-term answer. A quarterback to make a run for a championship, but still got to keep a good record to keep recruits interested. We'll take them down at the 18. Last drive did not go too well for them, so hope to keep that going. Flip out. And lost 3 yards, so their last 3 runs have resulted in, 11 yards lost, 10 yards lost? Bring some pressure off the side here. It is a pass. And gain of 2, so they're still behind. We got a 3rd and 11. And what could be a huge stop if we can get the ball back and score one more time before halftime. And we will get the stop. 4th and 7. All right, we'll get the punt. Goal here. I mean, at least a field goal. They do get the ball to start the half, so having that touchdown lead. But mostly, I just don't want them to get the ball back. Good return there. Takes us out to the 43. So trying to bleed most of this clock. So we'll start with the run. Decent run, gain of 3 yards. Let's try a screen here. The one we did run worked out well for us, so he got caught up and no one came out to block. All right, so we lost a yard on that. Try this screen. I'm gonna keep in mind on a screen, I guess I don't want the running back coming across. They were ready for it on that one, so we're not even gonna get a field goal here. Barely got it to the 2-minute warning. We'll be smart on this and try to keep it. I know it was kind of off to begin with, going for it on 4th down with Iowa. Love to punt. Not a great punt, but it'll be a fair catch inside the 20. So a 3 and out, followed by a 3 and out. So just keep them off the board here. It's not how you do that. All right, I do not want to be manned up on the running back, so we'll come in as pressure. What a play. On the run to the side, just sidearm that out there. The RPO, we got it locked up. 2nd and 9. Where are we at? There we go. Cover this guy in the middle. How? How do you catch that? Alright, good for him. What a catch. They're going to do a read option for maybe a gain of a yard. I'm going to start using their timeouts here. Got him. Run up the middle. Slowed him down. There we go. Lost a yard. 3rd down. Best case scenario here, keep him to the field goal. Oh, we can't let him get that far in. Okay. A loss of another yard. I'm going to call a timeout and see if we can save just enough time here to try to do something. Probably not, but we won't be blocking that one. 14-13. Probably be the score going into half unless I mess something up real bad. I'm going to leave this one short of the end zone, so we'll run it out. 20 seconds and 2 timeouts. Oh. Well, probably the right call, but I'm not quite ready to call it yet. They have 1 timeout. Yeah, just nothing open, and I went out of bounds. No. Tried to get him to cut inside, didn't work, so we will, yes, we will punt. Oh, bad punt. Fair catch, 3 seconds left, so we will play over the top, expect pass, and try to go into half. All right. We will be kicking the ball off. We have a 1-point lead going into the half. Got them in passing yards, rushing yards. They got us in yards per play. That's pretty close. Alright, here we go. Start of the second half here. Make them run it out. And they get it to the 21. Alright, we need to stop here. Can't let them march downfield like they did before the end of the half there. Oh, that wasn't a tackle. Okay, first down, Rutgers. That was my guy to cover. There we go. Take over, get the sack. Loss of 6 yards. That's big. Quick little dump off, gain of maybe 2, only 1. All right, 3rd and 15. Probably getting a pass here. We'll take them down again. Another sack, loss of 5 yards. 4th and 20. So we come out of the half ready to go and get the ball back immediately with the 1-point lead. Try to lean a little more on the run game here. Pick up a couple more yards on the punt return. Defense is playing great, so if we can get a touchdown on this drive, it'd start looking pretty good for us. Moulton gain of 4 on 1st down. Go right back to the run, and he's got room there. Gets swallowed up quick though. 3rd and 3. Coach just does not like giving good plays to go into 3rd down with. All right. There we go. We just need a quick pickup, and that'll get it for us. Big 1st down pickup. Moves us pretty much into field goal range. Probably like to get a little closer, but almost broke that one. But 2nd and 5, and Rutgers is starting to drop. 2nd injury here in the last few minutes. Moulton open over the middle for another 1st down. Starting to look good here, moving the ball at least. That was just I don't know what I did there. Pretty sure I accidentally tried to direct that throw, and if I would just kept leading him, I think I had the completion. Gonna have to bring that one back up the middle. They had pressure on the edge. 3rd and 4. Run a mesh here and see what we can get. And we'll pick up the 1st down. Legion with the catch and reset the chains. Taking some time off the clock too. This is a very slow, methodical drive. If you're expecting anything else, I went and clicked on something that said Iowa. All right. Run up the middle here. We'll get the 1st down. 1st and goal. 4 yards to go. We can keep gaining a yard or 2 per run here. I'd prefer not to pass, but we're not going anywhere on that one. Go right up the middle again, and that time we'll get in. Touchdown, Iowa. Alright, so everything we wanted to accomplish there. The touchdown, drain some of the clock. Couldn't have started this half off any better. 2 sacks, 4 and out to get the ball back, and we are now up 8. Interesting spin there. No one was around you, and it kind of let me catch you, so thank you. It's a run. We called the blitz and it worked out perfectly. No gain. QB kept it on that one. It looks a little slow to get up. An RPO for maybe 2 yards, 3 yards. All right. 3rd and 7. This would be a huge immediate 4 and out if we can get it. Gonna send some pressure off the edge here. We break through. Oh! Pass deflected, stops the clock, but we will get the ball back and have it going into the 4th quarter. Not looking like an offensive powerhouse, but outside of that ASU game, we have moved the ball pretty well, and I don't expect running Iowa's offense to score 45 points a game. So if we can go down and even kick a field goal here, we might seal this one up. Moulton with a good run. He's at 12 rushes, 50 yards. And I think we'll let this one run into the 4th quarter. All right, we'll move on to the 4th quarter here. Pulled away on these stats a little bit. Time of possession, we basically had the ball the entire 3rd quarter. Five minutes to go. Let's see if we can close this one out. Run up the middle, just going to be short. 3rd and, oh no, Moulton's hurt. That might be the biggest injury we could have taken. Oh yeah, he's wear and tear to no change of direction, no speed. Probably don't want him in at running back. Patterson will step in, see if he can pick up the 1st down for us, and he can, and a couple other yards, and then he takes a shot. Looks like we're just going to be running a revolving door of running backs here. That's fine. Keep them fresh. Plan on keeping the ball on the ground. Washington Jr. with a huge run. Of course, he had the 1st touchdown of the game for us. And I think Coach is in agreement with me. Let's just try to get out of here with the victory. Suggesting all runs. Pick up 3 there. And Ostranga's hurt. Torn quadricep. Alright, so we're going to be down Moulton probably a few weeks. We're only up by 8. It's not, I can't really pull out all these guys, but I don't know how many big blows to the offense we can take. 3rd and inches after the run. Ankle spat. We're going to go ahead and let you sit there, Ostranga. Yeah, let's... What a catch by Patterson, and as I say, I don't want people to any more people to go down. I leave him wide open to with the hospital ball up the middle there. And we got another injury. All right, we may want to look at the sliders. It has been a physical game, but 4 guys in one drive seems a little absurd. They put Ostrenga back in the game. Alright, let's just take him off the, maybe not a right tackle. There we go. Shouldn't be anywhere else. I just don't want him back in this game. If we lose him, we're in trouble. Alright, should be good now. Gonna have to play out this one play for Patterson. We run it to the other side and he gets a huge gain. Yeah, Logan Jones can go to right tackle, but who's gonna be my... What are we doing here? Left tackle, left guard, right guard. Okay, they figured it out. Curious how I was going to have one guy play two positions on the offensive line. Stadium pulse almost non-existent at this point, as the Rutgers fans have realized, well, especially now, that it is over. Rutgers loses a player. Bradley Weaver down holding his foot. You'd think if you go to the Big Ten, you'd be ready for a physical, run-dominated game, but not the case. Just ask Texas, who is getting destroyed by Ohio State defensively. Alright, Rutgers calls a timeout, stops us, 2nd and goal at the 1. See if we can get Patterson a touchdown. Get all of our running backs a touchdown today. Yes, we can. Patterson up the middle gives us a 27-13 lead. Make it 28. We'll give Rutgers the ball back. They'll have 2:56 and 2 touchdowns to make up a 15-point deficit. Of course, they scored their first 10 in the first quarter, almost within the first 2 minutes. So defense has played huge this game. And for part of our recruiting, I want to keep that top-tier Iowa defense and just bring in a decent quarterback and have some better offense, but defense wins games. They're in the hurry up now. Kind of. Now they're taking their time with about 300 audibles. See what we got to cover. Quick out. 1st and 10. Did get out of bounds. That's the one thing we need to get it off in time. Kept him in bounds, though. I want to shade outside. I want to prevent them from being able to dump these off. And yep, keep them over the middle. Even if they score, I don't care. Keep them over the middle. Run the clock. Got a blitz coming in, and we'll take him down. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 sacks on the game. Big. Yeah, they're probably passing. I would agree with that. 2nd and 18. Oh, threw it right into his face. No animation there. C.J. Campbell Jr. down for Rutgers now. Injury timeout, which does cost Rutgers one of their remaining 2 timeouts. So 1 timeout, minute 55. If they score, we'll be seeing an onside kick. And another sack, 4th and 13. They do have to go for it here. Just guard the line and no, don't tackle him there. They tackled him right into the first down. Okay. Not at all what wanted to happen. I thought I was on top of that enough. Started getting worried that he might take off, but I guess there was no chance for him to make that first down. Another sack. Broken tackle and then just absolutely slammed into the ground. 3rd and 2. Be down below a minute after this play. A drop ball, 4th and 2. All right, take the quick reset here. Clock stops. And we'll see if we can stop them. Oh yeah, run right there. And that'll be ball game. You know what, I am going to QB kneel just because the amount of injuries we had on the last drive. So we will walk out of here with a 28-13 victory over undefeated Rutgers. And move to 3-1. 7s across the board there for Iowa. Every quarter scored. And then basically shut down Rutgers after a couple bad decisions by myself to start the game. Let's see, player stats, what do we get? I don't want Rutgers. Gronowski goes 19 for 24, 148 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I don't think that's rushing. Okay. Bolton 13 for 53, no touchdowns. Obviously left the game with the injury. Washington 7 for 39, 2 touchdowns. Patterson 7 for 40 with a touchdown, so not terrible out of our run game. Moulton did have a touchdown in the air with 40 yards receiving. Anderson 47, Weegen 30, Ostranga 17, so spread the ball out quite a bit. But that will do it for week 4 there. Not quite enough to get up to the next coach's points, but we'll go ahead and skip ahead. And we got our first commit, edge rusher McTeer out of Ankeny, Iowa. And that went too quick. Risk of transferring. Reality, just Moulton there, championship contender. Just got to keep winning games and see if we can get to that point. All right. Well, next video will be week 5 taking on number 24 ranked Indiana at 3-1. So far 1-1 against ranked teams this year, so be a good test and hopefully we come out top. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time.